No Eagles stuff?
Here, come through here.
Nah, can't celebrate too long, man. On to next year. We had our day of celebration.
You see Carl's already getting his
Yeah.
ready.
Well, we're gonna need more help than Carl wearing a sweater.
Okay. Gonna rally behind you when you need them.
Yeah.
You need us. So gonna rally.
Aaron Rodgers will look good in that uniform.
No. No, I won't.
How are you just seeing the team respond to this Tennessee loss versus how they did with USC and Notre Dame? Is it different?
Well, I don't know, because after USC, we didn't play again until after Christmas, and, you know, we went on a long losing streak or whatever. So I think we came out of all those games, you know, understanding a little bit more about ourselves and each other, and that's what those games are for. And you know, you want to put yourself in position to obviously win those games, and at least have a chance to win those games. And I think we learned a lot. That's all you can ask for. You know? So we were better coming out of those games than we were hopefully before those games.
Talk about needing to get tougher coming out of that game. What does that kind of look like at this point in the year, trying to build that?
People think that like that means you got to be able to punch people harder than they're punching you and that kind of stuff, you know, or physically tougher. Toughness in games on the road, it does include some of that. It does. You know, you got to be able to get stops when you need them and get a rebound when you need it. But mainly the kind of toughness that you need on the road is, like, we really need you to make that three right now. We really need you, right, to make that jump shot right now. Right? You got to get to the free throw line. You know, things that you normally would do, you know, like if you're a really, really good three-point shooting team, like that's why you say, can we really go into every game thinking we're going to shoot 12 for 20 from the three-point line? No, but there are key times when you have to make them. And that's the kind of, you know, toughness that you're talking about. As much as physical toughness, yes, there's a certain mental toughness that you have to have.
Now that you've got Aubrey back, AZ's been back for a while, you have all the pieces that you've been expecting to have all year. Is now the time that you can start to hold the feet to the fire a little more and start to push them more than you were earlier in the year, given there's less than a month to go in the regular season?
I don't know. I mean, there comes a point also where I think you know, you played 25 games, whatever it is, and you go, you know, sometimes what you see after 25 games, maybe that's kind of what you have, and that's who you are. So, I hope, that's it, all I can do is hope that by adding Aubrey at a full speed Aubrey or whatever that looks like, and a more integrated AZ, but you know, that's what you have to hope for, that those things start to click and those things start to show themselves. But in terms of, you know, what you can do differently, the opposite is true. Actually, when you get to this time of the year, you're actually spending less time on the court than you were, you know, in December and January.
With Ice still out for a couple weeks or so now, who are you hoping steps up to grab more rebounds and kind of defend the paint without her? Or is it more of a collective?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a collective thing. You know, we feel like as a team, we have to do a better job of keeping the ball where we want the ball to be, forcing the shots we want to force, and rebounding as a team. Those things are doable, you know. Asking one person to do it is probably not doable, but if we can get more collective, you know, defensive stops, collective rebounds. I think the thing you have to also do is you have to execute at really the things that you know you're good at. Like, when we go with our small lineup, we know we're not going to be a great rebounding team. So that means at the other end, we got to take advantage of whatever mismatch situations we might have at the other end. Because we can't do anything about when we have our small lineup out there. But we had a small lineup last year, and that took us to the Final Four. So there are advantages in what you're doing, and there are some disadvantages, and you got to try to mitigate the disadvantages and take advantage of the advantages.
25 games in, you kind of think of that as being a full high school season.
Pretty much.
So where are Sarah and Morgan in particular, since they see the most time, physically and mentally, when, it could be,
Yeah.
might have 6 weeks to
Yeah,
go?
that's hard to say. I think Sarah's been pretty consistent, throughout the whole season. I do think that there's a lot of opportunities still that we would like for her to take more advantage of. We're working harder. And I don't think we did a great job of it against Tennessee. We're working harder at getting her the ball in spots where she's hard to guard. And, we did it somewhat sort of kind of early. I think we get up like 6 or 7. I don't know what it was. And then, things happen and we kind of get away from it. And that's kind of on me to make sure that we keep going to her, that we don't forget about her. But I think she's okay. But it's natural. I mean, a lot of times it happens way before now. So I think she's okay. Morgan, same thing. I don't think it's any different. I think both of them have been, they've been freshmen at UConn. It's
Well,
not
with Mitty
easy.
too, I mean, she's has a little, they're run a little differently than Sarah's team was. Mitty
Yeah.
is kind of a national team and plays a lot of tournaments, a lot of games, so she may be more accustomed.
Maybe. Let's hope. Let's hope she is.
Are you seeing Jana develop as well a little bit more now? That she has a little bit more
No,
responsibility?
but I mean, she had a good day today. And, we talk a lot about, with players and with our team, about just everybody needs to be what we need you to be. So I think when you're young players, look around and they go, I'm not sure what I need to be. So it takes a while. But right now, we're trying to ingrain that. And Jenna has her moments, when she looks like she's getting there. And now we just have to eliminate some of the moments when it's not that. Yeah.
Super quick.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
So good.